One thing that a lot of men have to accept is that you cannot afford to be with the type of chick you want to be with. If a woman was going out to eat and taking trips and going out the country before she met you, regardless of how she paid for it, if somebody else paid for it, that's her lifestyle.
No, that's whoever paid for it, that's their lifestyle. No. No, that's not how it works. That's what you're doing under someone else's dime. That's not your life. You can't afford. How does it make sense? You can't afford your own lifestyle. Listen,
the lifestyle that she likes to live. She don't have to come cook and lower her expectations just because you want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't cooking before she met you, so why she got to cook for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all just cannot accept the fact that the chicks you want are out your league.
Are some of y'all all right? Some of y'all all right? Because the way you were living your life before, you didn't cook, so you're not going to cook for someone else you meet. Okay, that's fine. I get that. You just can't cook. You're not going to pick up a new talent, become a different person, improve yourself to be with someone that you would deem worthy. Okay. So if you're not going to settle, why do you complain when men are just going to say, I'm still going to try over here? If no one is realistically looking and saying, I'm going to be realistic in my dating attempts or in my dating profile, who cares? Who cares? Just do what you want, right? Just shoot your shot wherever you want. We're gonna finish this up and let her replay it back, and then we'll get a little more serious. Before that, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You don't miss new uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day. So sometimes, listen, if you didn't get a notification for this video, then go ahead, drop over to that notification bell, check it. You'll not get notified for when the videos drop, when the live streams start, anything like that. So let me do my part, make the videos, make the content, and you guys can chime in and view when you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some of y'all dudes, like, you keep attracting these broke chicks or these ugly chicks or these chicks with all these kids because you don't qualify for anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, like, you can't humble nobody. Some of these chicks are just out your league. She don't have to change her lifestyle for you. So, yeah, she doesn't. And men, you don't have to settle, because if that is what you want, right, you have the ability, fairly, you have the ability as a man to say, I got to go out and I got to work for it. I got to grind for it. I got to see what I can do to make myself worthy or better than that. And then the beautiful thing about that journey, the beautiful caveat is that once you get there, most times you realize you were going to settle. The journey you were about to take to get to where you thought you needed to be is an intense one. It's one that's wrought with like danger. It's wrought with a bunch of fear, dealing with a lot of insecurities, and then dealing with this new version of you. And what you notice, like I pointed out, that she's like, I never cooked. If she didn't cook before, why would she start cooking when you came around? If she is enjoying a certain level of lifestyle, and we'll get to that in a second, even if someone else paid for it, that's what she's used to. This is what keeps a lot of women right here, stagnant. You hit the ceiling, and the ceiling often comes when you're viewed as your most beautiful self. That's when you're a young adult, you're in your 20s. They're looking at you, say you will never be as physically beautiful, not other things withstanding, as in proper diet, proper nutrition, going actually to the gym, taking care of yourself. I think, and this is a quick sidebar, I think you can tell there's a difference between a young beauty and a mature one. The mature one has a different allure. And by mature, I'm not saying 40, 50, 60, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, you finally stepped into who you were budding into being. That's a different level of beauty. We're putting that aside. So when you cap out, and that's a ceiling, it's an artificial ceiling, but a lot never rise past that because there never seems to be any onus or any push for you to do so. Everything that you want in the opposite sex, and this is usually a thing that pushes us forward, you already have obtained. Your beauty was the lock and the key. You've got access, but you never had to work on yourself. So when they say a lot of us never mature past a certain age, yeah, because there's not a lot of incentive for you to do that. At least socially, when you go out into the field, when you go into your career, yeah, you get when you have to deal with other people, you start to realize sometimes your innate talent, innate beauty, talent in the workforce is not enough. You still now you need to learn the soft skills, how to talk to people, how to integrate yourself into different teams, how to become that person that people look at, rely on, but simultaneously does not offend their superiors, does not make them feel like this person is better than me and is probably coming for a job because you are. When you don't have these opportunities for growth to actually evolve, not when we're talking about, oh, I'm doing the work, I'm journaling, I'm listening to Anya. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about actual genuine work. When you don't do those things, when you don't take the time and have the opportunity to do those, you are stuck the way you are. Growth in that sense becomes almost an optional thing for women. So you get stuck saying the same stupid things when you were 20 versus now you're 45. Saying the same idiotic things because this is just what change looks like for you. When men have to go out there and say, all right, you have to be better. Here's a step-by-step list of the things you need to change, you need to work on. Life can be very, very blunt with you. It says, these are where your shortcomings are. And while you're working on them, congratulations. I'm very proud of you. I got another list of shortcomings that you are. And that becomes an eternal thing until the day you die as a man. But you get this rare opportunity to become unrecognizable to who you were in the beginning. You don't look the same. You don't move the same. You don't value things the same way. When she's here saying that, my lifestyle is this because someone introduced me to it. Someone paid for these things. So that's what I'm used to. You cannot call it a lifestyle if it's financed by someone else. It is their life that they're lending you. When you meet a man and he's taking you places, he's going to places that he frequents, that he enjoys, that he loves to show up for, places that are outside your budget to do as frequently. I'm not saying you're broke. I'm just saying you can't do these things 3-4 times a week and not bat an eye for an entire year. At some point, you're going to look and say, yeah, I'm tipping less than I should. Or, hey, maybe I need to break it down to I'm going to come here once every other month. That's a natural thing. There's different levels in our success, in our income. But you cannot call something your lifestyle if you cannot sustain it yourself. I don't know why this is even confusing. I'm used to doing things because someone did them for me. That someone is no longer there. That someone, for whatever reason, and men hear all the time, my ex did X, Y, Z. Why are you not with him? I'm not going to do those things. I'm not going to pay your rent, pay your bills, pay your maintenance, take you on luxury trips. Why would you leave that man? That's when you don't really get a real conversation about that. Oh, or the default one, he's a narcissist. Or you know what? Maybe his use for you ran its course because he had to do the work to be who he wanted. So now he gets to write his own ticket. And he said, I want to enjoy this for a little bit. I'm over it. I'm off to someone else. When you don't take the opportunity to grow, this is how you end up with dumb takes like this about your lifestyle that's financed at the behest of someone else, somehow still being a thing for you. Then turning around and looking at those men who started more than likely, because most millionaires today are, first generation that have done the work to get themselves where they need to be. And then you want to tell them, hey, for some of you guys right now, you got to settle. You can't have that woman. I'm here to tell you guys, yeah, don't listen to any of that. Shut up and do the work. Do exactly what my father told me when I was 16. I wanted advice about girls. Don't worry about it. Focus on your schoolwork. Yeah, focus on you guys. Focus on your purpose, and then you write your own ticket. Then you tell the world, this is what I want. And when they try to shame you, no, date someone tell them shut up, kick rocks. But by then you'll be completely used to doing that because that's what it takes for you to go from where you are today to where you can envision yourself in the next 5, 10 years. Tell them to kick rocks. Take the shoes off first, and then thank you. But if you disagree, let me know down in the comment section. If you see videos on your screen right now, take a look at those. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos, of course. And if you listen to my voice right now, I think you should just join the channel. I think we're having a good time. We're creating more stuff, more live streams, more stuff for you to join. Get it on the ground floor. I'll see you in the next one.